Today in cannabis news, the EPA is investing in hemp, Thailand's government is stepping forward in the field of cannabis medicine, and bad news for more unsuspecting medical patients in Missouri. It's Thursday, July 30th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up today, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency is funding hemp-pulping research in California. According to Hemp Industry Daily, a project to make the process of extracting cellulose fibers from hemp more sustainable is getting a fresh round of funding from the EPA. Researchers at the University of California, Riverside are working on new methods of pulping hemp plants to process hemp stalks without leaving behind toxic chemicals known as black liquor. Engineering professor Charles Kai has developed a method to pulp hemp stalks and hurd that leaves behind only mineral ash. His pulping method won a grant last year from the EPA's People, Prosperity, and the Planet program, and the school announced this week that the EPA has awarded Kai an additional $74,000 to study commercial applications for the process. The university now plans to work with hemp companies to commercialize the method, including creating large hempcrete blocks. Research partners include InnovaCan, Hempire USA, MatchPatch Pro, and the Herd Company. The next phase of EPA funding runs through 2022.
Next, Thailand is now allowing hospitals to produce cannabis medicines. According to Ganjapreneur, hospitals in Thailand can now make and provide cannabis-based medicines selected from a government-approved list of 16 recipes for traditional Thai medicines that contain cannabis as a base ingredient, the Bangkok Post reports. Dr. Marut, Director General of the Department of Thai Traditional and Alternative Medicine, said that hospitals in the country are now free to make the medicines so long as there is an expert in traditional Thai medicine on duty to prepare them. The medicines were traditionally prescribed to help treat common illnesses in each region of the country. Dr. Marut said the demand for traditional medicine treatments has increased, so the department has allowed 152 hospitals to expand their cannabis farms. There are currently 291 units offering cannabis-based medicines at state-run medical outlets throughout the country, and more than 60,000 cannabis-based treatments have been issued so far this year, according to the report. Thailand legalized the medicinal use of cannabis in late 2018, making it the first Southeast Asian country to do so. Adult use cannabis, however, remains prohibited.
And last up today, another 350 cannabis patients in Missouri fall victim to a fake medical certification scheme. At least 350 more Missouri patients have reportedly been scammed by fake physician certifications for the state's medical cannabis program, the St. Louis Port-Dispatch reports. The number of total affected patients is about 1,000 after Department of Health officials announced last month that 600 patients were victims of the fraud. All of the patients believed they were talking to a real physician when completing the program paperwork required by the state. However, the person on the other end of the phone wasn't the doctor listed on their certification paperwork and may not have been a doctor at all. Health officials believe that all of the affected patients completed the approval process through an entity known as WeedCerts. According to the report, the company was offering medical cannabis certifications for $50. They usually run $150 to $200. Lisa Cox, spokeswoman for the Department of Health and Senior Services, said at least one other physician's signature was fraudulently used in the scheme and that the agency has conducted random checks of the state's 55,000 plus certifications to make sure they were legitimate. Affected patients have 30 days to recertify for the program.
And that was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. You can also keep up with Trichomes on all social media platforms and the Trichomes YouTube channel. For trichomes.com, I'm David Fortin.
And I'm Allison Ben-Yehuda. Hang in there, guys. The weekend's almost here.